Welcome back, everybody, to Pixel Perfect Marathon 2. We've had some fantastic runs so far, and we are definitely going to have another one now. We're very lucky to have Jonathan Irvings running Pepsiman, and not only that, but it's the cutscene percent, which I'm sure you're all very excited for. So, Jonathan, over to you.
Yeah, thank you, Lakesha. Welcome everyone. Welcome back. My name is Jonathan Irving GS. Today we're going to play Pepsiman. As the host mentioned, we're going to play the cutscene percent category, which means that we are going to see all the cutscenes in this game. They're not really important to like beat the game, but yeah, still they are funny, they are silly, and they help you a little bit to understand the story. So yeah, I guess it's good that we are running this category. I actually prefer this category myself for like events like this. Um, so yeah, so basically, this game will be mostly centered around this carbonated drink Pepsi. And by default, Pepsi Man will just run by himself, so it's a kind of like running game. But let's just start, and I will explain more, of course, during the run itself. So let's start the countdown from 3, 2, 1, go.
Hey, let's start the game.
Yeah, so that is Mike Butters, and we will see more of him in during the game. And yeah, let's watch the cutscene.
Ah, Pepsi Man, you got here just at the perfect time. I got a call that a vending machine ahead ran out of Pepsi, and I was just on my way there when I got a flat tire. There are a bunch of people gathered in front of the vending machine. They want Pepsi, and the word is that they're just about to riot. I plan to head over there as soon as I can fix this flat, but it looks like it's gonna take some time. Can't you do something, Pepsi Man?
So yeah, we need to give some people Pepsi. And yeah, this game have a dash input. So even though Pepsi Man will by himself run, there is like a dash button that I will keep mashing basically so that Pepsi Man will always dash. Basically, that's the main optimization of this game. And you can probably also realize by now that I'm actually trying to avoid collecting the cans, which is a bit unintuitive and a bit ironic. But yeah, this game is if I want to beat this game as fast as possible, it's more optimal to avoid collecting the cans. It's because at the end of the level, the game will actually count up the number of Pepsi cans that I collect. So less Pepsi can means the game will take faster to count up those cans. And hopefully I can avoid these 2 Pepsi cans there. Okay, those 2 Pepsi cans can be a bit hard to avoid, but luckily I get it there. They're going to destroy some properties here. Don't do this at home, of course. Yeah, by getting literally 0 can, I will actually save close to 3 seconds compared to like getting 1 can. It's because at the end of the level here, which you will see shortly, this is not the vending machine that Pepsi Man has to fill up. Now Pepsi Man is just going to refuel himself. So later in the second level, Pepsi Man can do his superpower with like giving Pepsis to people. So this is not actually the vending machine that is going to fill up. So yeah, there you see, I get a new record message for the time that it takes for me to beat that level. But for the number of Pepsi count, I didn't get the new record message because yeah, I didn't beat the record. Because I get 0 cans. Yeah, if I get even 1 can, the game will say new record for the number of cans as well, and that takes like close to 3 seconds. Okay, so this is the second level in stage 1, where we will actually give the Pepsi to those people. And again, I'm trying to avoid all the Pepsi cans here. And yeah, whenever Pepsi Man is in this skateboard or the trash can earlier, I cannot really dash or jump. Sorry, I cannot dash. Here I can jump, but when Pepsi Man is in the trash can, I cannot jump. So yeah, that makes some of the section a bit harder to avoid the Pepsi cans. And when I'm in this skateboard section, if I got hit by any of the cars there, it's an instant KO, and I will need to respawn back at the checkpoint, which can be a big time loss, but fortunately did not happen there. Okay, so yeah, these are the people that we need to save, and by just extending his arm like that, Pepsiman saved these people. Logic, right? Yeah. So now you can see they are now happy and holding Pepsi cans. Yeah. So that's stage one at least, right? Oh, what's going to happen here? Oh, Pepsi Man gets hit by this truck and now hits a giant Pepsi can. And now the giant Pepsi can is angry at us and now chasing Pepsi Man. Okay, so yeah, this at the end of every stage, there is like a chase level which is an auto scroller because on this on this chase level I literally cannot dash. And yeah, I can only lose time if I got hit by any of these obstacles, which will lose about 0.2 seconds, so it's not a big deal. But if I got hit 3 times, Pepsi Man will actually slow down enough that he will be crushed by whatever the thing chasing him, and I will need to restart the whole level basically. So yeah, as long as I don't get hit 3 times, I should be fine. And yeah, we just beat stage 1, and coming up is stage 2. But before that, we're going to watch some more funny cutscenes.
You're doing pretty good.
Oh, thank you.
Have a Pepsi.
Of course, I have a Pepsi.
Next stage.
Okay, so stage 2. Yeah, I this is quite good so far. I got both level canvas there. Yeah, now we are going to stage 2.
Pepsi Man! There's a building on fire just ahead. We need to get there immediately, but look what's happened! According to reports I have heard, they got the fire under control, but there are some people that couldn't escape fast enough and are trapped on the roof. They are extremely exhausted, and it doesn't seem likely that we can get first aid to them in time. Can't you give them something to help revive them, Pepsi Man?
So spoiler alert, yes we can, and it's Pepsi. So Pepsi Man is going to help these people that are trapped on the roof by not helping them escape, but by giving them Pepsi to make sure they are not dehydrated, I guess. Yeah, so here we can see there's a lot of fires in the street. Kind of a bit of a messed up here. But yeah, again, whenever I'm in this battle section, whenever Pepsi Man is riding something, I cannot dash, and if I got hit by anything here, it's an instant death. So, and yeah, on this level, I wouldn't be doing canless because yeah, some of the cans are very hard to avoid. So I don't bother with where the cans are yet, and you will see later at the end of the level how the game will take time to count up these cans basically. Okay, this section can be a bit tricky. With all the beams and the pits, if I got hit by any of these beams, the game might actually like bring me forward to a pit, and I cannot do anything because like as part of the hit animation, Pepsi Man will like roll forward like that and will fall down. But fortunately, that did not happen, so I'm good here. And yeah, Pepsi Man is now standing on top of a manhole cover. Nothing can go wrong, right? But yeah, again, on the first level here, Pepsi Man will just refuel himself so that later in the second level, he can use the superpower. Yeah, you just see just now how the game counts up the number of Pepsi cans and display a new record message. Yeah, that's where the time loss come from. Oh no! Pepsi Man falls down here. Yeah, don't ever stand on a manhole cover, people. But yeah, now we are in the sewer section of this stage, I guess, which means that we will have lots of these pipes that I need to make sure I avoid. And yeah, on this level, I will actually try another canless level. Hopefully I can get that. Okay. Okay, and now Pepsiman is going to literally run on rails. Definitely don't do this at home, in case your home has an underground rail system. Yeah, I'm still with 0 can so far, so this is great. And yeah, sorry to all these people that I will just bump into. Okay, so now Pepsiman is climbing up to overground, and we are now on top of these roofs, which we will shortly help those people that are stuck on the roof, and we make it. Oh, Pepsiman fall down, but we beat the level. So again, by just extending his arm like that, Pepsiman actually saved these people by giving them Pepsi. Yeah, and funny thing is that if I don't make the jump, that last jump, I will actually die, even though I end up falling to the same pit. But yeah, here Pepsiman actually hits this giant pizza truck, and again, this giant pizza truck is mad at us. That's just a recurring theme again, basically. And again, we are now chased by whatever Pepsiman just hit. And yeah, I need to make sure that I don't get hit 3 times here. Otherwise, I will need to restart the level. One subtle difference here compared to the first chase level is that now there are obstacles over Pepsiman's head. So if I like match the jump button, I might actually get hit by the banner or whatever the thing is, like that is positioned on top. So I will only jump if necessary here, because yeah, sometimes if I jump randomly, I might actually get hit by that. So I need to be a bit more careful. But yeah, these chase levels are still relatively easy, so yeah, I didn't have problem there. So now we will go to stage 3. And before that, we are going to watch cutscene first. And coming up is the only jump scare in the game.
Pepsi for TV game.
Okay, coming up to this cutscene, this person has like one of the most calming voice ever. So yeah, let's hear it.
Pepsiman, a plane full of passengers had to make an emergency landing in the desert. We were on our way there when the helicopter broke down. Fortunately, no one was hurt or killed. But in the middle of nowhere, right in the middle of the desert, and they are all exhausted. Another helicopter is on the way, but it looks like it's going to take some time. Isn't there anything we can do to help them until that helicopter arrives?
So yeah, some people are like landed in the middle of a desert, but this army guy can still keep his calm and composure. Yeah, I love his voice. Yeah, so coming up, this 3-1 actually has some difficult sections. So here in the beginning, I will control my run a bit carefully to make sure that I don't end up with like unwanted scenario where like both lanes are occupied by trucks, because I could not avoid these trucks. Basically, I want to make sure that the timing is right. Okay, and I managed to clear those trucks, and coming up is the biggest skip in the game. So hopefully I can get this. Okay, I get this first try. This is good. So yeah, you can probably see that I just skipped that truck there, which is not the intended way of beating this game. So you can see now that I'm just dashing to an empty road with nothing but Pepsi cans. This is because the intended way is for me to wait patiently behind that truck and avoid the locks that... Oh, I did not get the checkpoint there. This is a bit dangerous. Okay, but yeah, I was supposed to like wait patiently behind the truck, and I was not supposed to be able to dash. Yeah, but that long road is just boring and takes too long, so that's why I skipped that truck by abusing the iframe basically. So intentionally get hit, and during the iframe I dash through the truck. All these vehicles from behind can instantly kill me, and because I did not get that checkpoint there, if I died here, I need to do the truck skip again, which I don't want. And Oh, unfortunately, I collected 2 cans there. I wanted to get canless on this level, but yeah, it's pretty tough to avoid those 2 cans at the end. It's quite a tight where at the side of the road there is like a car wash mechanism that can hit me, so I need to go straight in the middle between the Pepsi can and the car wash. Unfortunately, that did not happen, but yeah, it's not a big time loss. So otherwise, the run has been very good so far. Yeah, coming to the second level of stage 3. We are now in the desert that we are going to save the people from. Yeah, the game has been lagging for a little bit, but it's not so too bad. Okay, so coming up, Pepsiman will be in this barrel section where it can be quite tricky to clear the last bridge because the last bridge is like very narrow, and I cannot really like slow down here to clear the bridge. So and I cannot jump over it as well. So hopefully I can get this first try. Okay, that's good. Okay. Okay, that checkpoint that I just collected just now, if you take a look at the upper right corner of the game, that shows me how much of the level have I progressed. And that checkpoint that I just collected just now is the last checkpoint of the level, and it's not even half of the level yet. So if I die anywhere here, especially like if it's at the end of the level, then I have to redo more than half of the level. So that's just a huge time loss. Oh, the dash did not come out there, but fortunately I can still save it. Okay. And these boulders is a one-hit KO. So if I hit these boulders, it will crush Pepsiman instantly, and I will lose. I will need to respawn at the checkpoint that I just mentioned, basically. But fortunately, that did not happen. So, yeah, we cleared 3-2, and we finally saved these people again by just extending his arm. These people now happy and get all these Pepsi cans. So yeah, that is 3-2. But again, Pepsiman will what happened here? Oh, Pepsiman is now charged by these bulls or whatever, and now slam into these piles of logs, and again they are mad at us. Yeah, this is just how physics work, right? Like if you bump into like a pile of logs, it will come to life and will be mad at you. So yeah, the biggest difference that you can see here is that the thing that can hit Pepsiman now comes from the enemy itself. So that means if here I got hit, because Pepsiman will slow down a bit, Pepsiman will be closer to the thing that is chasing him. That means I will have less time to react for the rest of the levels, and sometimes it can cause me problem. But yeah, the pattern of these locks is actually not RNG, it's fixed. So as long as you memorize this, you should be good actually. But sometimes I just not focusing enough and get hit, and then for the rest of the levels I will have problems. But fortunately that did not happen in this run, so that's good. So yeah, coming up is stage 4, which is the last stage of the game. I should probably say that earlier, that this game has 4 stages. Yeah, so let's watch Mike Butters first.
Pepsi for pizza.
Yeah, you probably know there is like the famous fake Mario speedrunner that like eat pizza and drink Coke during like in between each level, right? Yeah, this time the character in the game itself does that. So just say.
Pepsi Man, it looks like the main computer of Pepsi City went out of control a little while ago from being overloaded. All the roads are affected by the computer and we can't move ahead. There isn't enough Pepsi for everyone, and violence has flared up amongst those wanting Pepsi. Exhausted people are collapsing because they can't refresh themselves with Pepsi. If it continues like this, there will be a worldwide shortage of Pepsi, and we'll have a real problem. Can't you do something to put the computer back in working order?
So in this stage, Pepsiman does not help does not give Pepsi to people, but Pepsiman has to fix a computer. How can he do that? So yeah, we'll see. Okay, here I'll be performing another track skip similar to the one that I did in 3-1. But here actually it saves less time because the road is slightly shorter. And yeah, but still it's a time save. Okay, I need to make sure I clear all these cars here. Okay, so now I think this stage, the setting is in Pepsi City, which is just a fictional city that the game made up. So yeah, actually each stage has like a city where it happened. Like I think the first one is in San Francisco, second in New York, something like that. But this time they just give the name Pepsi City. I guess yeah, it makes sense with all these like Pepsi branded stuff on the side of the road. Okay. Hey, we clear for this one. Again, Pepsiman will just refuel himself here to do whatever he needs to do on the second level. Um, so coming up for this 2, it will be in a Pepsi factory, basically, where in the end we are going to fix those computers. And yeah, this level is definitely one of the hardest level in the game. So even like the early section here, with which you will see shortly, with all these conveyor belts, yeah, you can probably imagine by now that if I got hit by any of these like boxes or the falling signs there, the conveyor belt might actually bring me to a pit. So, which will be very unfortunate. So hopefully that won't happen. Oh, come on. The game lags. Okay, that's good. I still managed to avoid it. Okay, and all these pipes are also annoying because they are positioned quite close to each other. So, yeah, that might happen. Okay, fortunately, I'm still alive here because as you can probably see, if I hit some of these pipes, again, the game might not forgive me by just bring me forward to a pit. And yeah, just now, I fall into a pit. Okay, just do it a bit more careful this time. Okay, that should be good. Okay, coming up in the hoverboard section. So this is the last section of the level, but definitely the hardest section in the game. So this section I cannot really slow down or speed up. So whether I'm doing casually or speed running, it's exactly the same. And yeah, and especially like the last 2 doors is pretty tight. So hopefully I can get this first try. Okay, I get it. That's good. Okay, so now Pepsiman will just again extend his arm to these computers. So by giving Pepsi to computers, he fixed these computers. I don't know. I think I give up trying to understand what this game is anymore now. Yeah, but we fixed the computer, and that's the end of the level. And yeah, and now Pepsiman is going to celebrate his victory. But oh, what happens here? Oh, this time Pepsiman actually does not hit anything, but the giant Pepsi can just suddenly mad at us. I don't know why. Maybe he wants revenge from the first stage level. I don't know. But yeah, now in this stage level, which is the last level in the game, you have to look very closely because there is a smooth product placement in this level. Yeah, of course I'm kidding. Like, there is a giant Pepsi can chasing us, throwing smaller Pepsi cans, and on the side of the road there are giant Pepsi cans lining up on the street. And if that's not enough, there is a Pepsi branded mailbox. Yeah, that's probably too much, right? But yeah, this is the last chase level, and again, hopefully I don't get hit here, because if I get hit, the rest of the level will become slightly harder. But time is coming up shortly when I lose control of Pepsi Man, which probably happens in about 5 seconds or so. So time. So yeah, it's the game basically, and yeah, we're going to watch. I think there is some final cutscenes here. Let's just take a moment to watch those. While drinking Pepsi.
You got it! Yeah! Yeah! Woo! Everybody Pepsi! Drink Pepsi! Pepsi, only my choice.
Only my choice. So yeah, there will be credits here, but after the credits, there will be another short cutscene. But meanwhile, I should probably give some shout out. So yeah, shout out to the Pepsiman community, especially the Flying Marlin, who ran this game in SGDQ 2023 and gave me the opportunity to sit in the couch for commentary. Yeah, I guess shout out to the Pixel Perfect 2 staff as well, Nick, Lightning, and Jasper for letting me run this game. So yeah, thanks a lot. And yeah, there is just final cutscene here that let's just take a moment to look at it.
Pepsi is.
Yeah, don't drink this many Pepsi. Definitely don't drink this many Pepsi in one sitting, especially. But yeah, that's the game. If you want to see more Pepsi Man, I stream quite regularly these days. Almost daily, but sometimes on some days I cannot do it. But yeah, so check out my Twitch, twitch.tv/jonathanirvings. Basically the same handle as what it's shown currently. I'm also on Twitter if you want to check it out. But yeah, otherwise, thanks for watching. That's Pepsi Man cutscene %. So yeah, I actually don't know my time. What's my time?
Your time, what we have here is 24:12.
24:12. Oh, I'll take that. That's a quite good time. Yeah, I was hoping I can get sub 24 if I didn't die there, but I'll take sub 25. Sub 24 is hard, so I'll take 24:12. Yeah. So yeah, that's all for this game, and I'm returning it to the host, back to the host.
Fantastic. Thanks a lot for that run. That was a lot of fun. All those runs, those Pepsi Man runs are always fun, but I think especially with your enthusiasm as well, Jonathan, that was really good. It's really something. So next is time for another intermission. Try not to make the same mistake Pepsi Man did. Go and have some time to get yourself comfortable. Get a drink if you need one, have a stretch. And the next run we're going to be treated to is our very own Jasper, who will be running Glare. So once again, thank you, Jonathan. Don't forget to follow Jonathan for more Pepsi Man speedruns, and we'll be